Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And yes, you saw that correctly. We are going to skill fuse this poor man and see how useful he could finally be. If he can ever live up to his failed potential on the Earth 2.0 team, Earth 1.0 team, or, more importantly, the Ogre's Pride team. Funnily enough, he's on Ogre's Pride and Tempest Elite. Both of those teams are not crit focused, which is just hilarious. It really nails home the point that this Earth SOUEI was probably one of the worst, if not the worst releases ever. I think I'm going to record the top 5 worst units video sometime soon-ish this month of August, and I guarantee you he's going to be there. So, spoiler alert. What made him so bad? Well, he was a single target Earth physical attacker for 450%. I mean, that's standard for the time. And currently, he gives himself guaranteed crits and lowers crit resistance by 10% on a single enemy. Single enemy, 10%. It's not very big. So you would think, oh, he's giving himself crit and he's lowering crit like he's meant to be the DPS character. I mean, yeah, you would think that if you only looked at this first skill. But his second skill transfers his own orb to another character, not himself. He doesn't steal orbs for himself because he wants to be a selfish DPS. No. He sends his orbs away to somebody else. And we're like, if you want to nuke with him, why the fuck would you send orbs away from him? Well, I don't know. You could ask the devs back in March of 2022, and they could certainly tell you that. But, yeah. Nowadays, triple ult stealing, double orb stealing, these are all things that we really covet. Bride Shuna, the Wind-Masked Hero, Dark Summer Hinata. Like, triple orb stealing is important. And then the units that do double orb stealing, Earth Benimaru, Fire Velzard, those are also fairly useful. No one has ever come up to me and said, you know what skill's really good? Giving away your own orbs to somebody else. And this is RNG. You can't specify which unit's going to go to, because you have 2 other units on the front line. It could go to Unit 1, it could go to Unit 3. It's just not going to be SOUEI's orbs anymore. If he has any orbs to even give. If he has no orbs and uses skill, this does nothing. So, extra useful. Thumbs up. Great design. When you send 6 oranges, you get extra attack. Whoop-de-doo. So let's skill fuse this poor man, and let's try him out. Fun thing to note is that the current beatdown battle for Ogre's Pride, 1, does not want physical characters, and 2, does not want crit. So we are double nerfing ourselves, and so we're actually better off just not using this skill at all for SOUEI in the beatdown battle. But we're going to do it anyways. Why? Well, because I like to kill myself over stupid things, and I think it would just make it even more hilarious. Even more hilarious. So let's get this leveled up, and we'll take us right in. Okay, we're going to run him on this hodgepodge of an Ogre's Pride team. We've got Benimaru, we've got both SOUEIs, so we can see his redemption arc and his original form base power level of shit. And then we've got Free-to-Play Rieger and Gobta, because they both have ult swaps, they both have orb changes, because we're not bringing Violet. We're not bringing Blanc either, so we need someone to ult swap. And then Momiji to activate, the Pierce and the Synergy and all that. And then SOUEI for his orb change and his Synergy power. He's not going to give this SOUEI an attack buff, because he gives magic allies attack. This SOUEI is not magic. So we're going to lose out on 70% attack, which is pretty hefty. And again, we are physical and crit focused going into a stage that wants neither of them. So I said we were going to do Inferno 1 and quickly backed off of that. So let's just see how well he does in EX2, and if he can even kill EX2. Okay, turn 1, we will use SOUEI. We'll leave Earth SOUEI up front, and then we'll swap out these 2, because they have protection gauge characters underneath them. And let's compare the damage that he does versus Momiji. 44, 45, 12,000. Off to a great start. Off to a great start. That's certainly a hand right there that I can't do anything about. Alright, hold on. Okay, we have a good turn 2, finally, after like 15 minutes of resetting over and over and over again. It's too much to ask for just a decent hand. I would have taken 2 oranges and 2 greens because we could have converted that, but we kept getting like 3 oranges or something like that. So, Gobta, Orb Change, cool. You can get out of here for SOUEI, I guess? Yeah, okay. So, how much damage does he do versus his new counterpart? 8,000. 3,400. Obviously, SOUEI is on Ogre's Pride and he's magic, so he's going to get that extra damage buff plus being magic and not having to deal with that pretty big physical resistance defense that they've got. So obviously SOUEI is going to do less damage than everybody else in this team, except Gobta, because he's also physical and not on Ogre's Pride. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to sit here and watch us do this over and over again. What we can do right now, though, is something kind of funny. And we'll bring Gobta in again. And then we will use SOUEI's giveaway skill just to make sure we get it in the video. So this transfers own soul card ×2 to another Vanguard character. So it's going to go to either Momiji or Gobta. It's random. And then alt gauge increase by 7% because this is not level 10 because when the fuck do we use this skill? Who's it going to go to? I mean, I would like it to go to Momiji if we were going to nuke with her. It's probably going to go to Gobta because God hates me. Let's find out. Oh, okay. It went to Momiji. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so there's his orb giveaway skill in action in all its glory. Congratulations. And I think we're going to skip ahead now to the nuke turn once we can actually nuke with SOUEI. That way we don't sit here for another 8 turns. Okay, we are back on turn 8. We are ready to nuke with the not EX alt, but we have double bar of Earth SOUEI. They have 100% crit resistance and 100% physical resistance. So if we are to use SOUEI's actual skill, it would be still 100% physical resistance, but it would only be 70% physical resistance because we'd cut 30 of it away. Ooh. I do want to see how much damage he does while using this skill, so we're going to do it regardless. We don't have enough skill points. Well, actually, we might if we do something else here. Let's take... let's put Rieger in here. No. Let's bring Momiji in here. We use both of her skills, so that's 160 points. Okay, cool. So now everyone has Pierce, everyone has Synergy. We can activate the Pierce Power from Benimaru, and we still need to use quite a few points to get up to that magical 300 spot. So, let's do... let's do, obviously, the crit skill, the orb change right here. Boom, now we have a full hand, and is that enough? That is not enough. Alright, well, let's use the orb giveaway skill. That should now be enough, and because we have no Earth SOUEI orbs to begin with, it didn't actually do anything, except buff our alt gauge increase on these blues by 7%. And now we are up to 100% synergy power. So we had to use literally everything in the front line to get there. But now we're at least full power. And now let's see if we can bypass all of the different defensive buffs these guys have and actually make a difference with this SOUEI. Let's make sure his animation is on by turning that off. And also, he is single target. So even if he does kill, he's only going to kill one of them. Only one of them. So we're still going to need Momiji slash SOUEI to follow up and finish. We'll find out, though. Oh, man. Just do some Naruto running. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Sudden Assailant is what it's called. Alright, can he kill? Does he kill? Full... Okay, well. Like I said, he's not built for this stage. He's technically not really built for the fucking team of Ogre's Pride, considering he's an ogre, and he got a skill fusion during Ogre's Pride. That was 48,000 damage. 48,000 with at least 8 stacks of ult from Benimaru, 100% pierce power, guaranteed synergy, guaranteed pierce, synergy resistance down, and 100% synergy power. But because we double nerfed ourselves with crit and just being physical and existing on this team, you put up literal peanuts. Okay, well, excellent. Let's see what happens if we don't use the crit skill, just for funsy onesies, because that was abysmal. Okay, we are back. Not a perfect run, because we don't have enough points to actually activate the 100% synergy power, so we're already sitting at 50%, but we're not going to use the crit skill from SOUEI. And, you know, let's see, without this nerf, but also with less overall synergy power, how much damage he actually does now, and if it's any better, which it should be better? Question mark? I'm just going to send this ult, and then we're going to call it. I don't need to... Alright, we've skipped that, so yeah, let's just see this horrible number and we can move on. 63k! Oh, we've improved, hooray! Hooray! So if we had the 100% synergy power, it probably would have done like 80k or something like that. Ooh. Congratulations, SOUEI, you're so good. Get me the fuck out of the stage. Alright, we're gonna go way, way back to a much simpler time. The very first stage of Tempered Edge ever came out with the Earth 1.0 team, which is where SOUEI came out alongside Benimaru and the free-to-play Albus and Lumi and Hakuro. Hakuro is the person who set off the whole trend of all orange protectors do the same goddamn thing, because he gives you 40 points, and then he changes 3 blues and 3 greens to 6 oranges, and then, oh, look-de-doo, what does Toa do? Does the same fucking thing, but also gives you extra skill points on oranges. And then fast forward a year, and two years? A year. And then we get New Year's Blessing, Shion, who does the orb change, the 30 points passively now, and then the crit and synergy. So they really haven't evolved from Hakuro all that much. But we're going to use old characters for this old stage. Earth Lumi, Wind Millum, free-to-play Albus, or not Hakuro, but Benimaru and SOUEI. SOUEI and Albus both have the orb giveaways, so they can give their orbs to somebody else. So in theory, we could just give away 4 orbs to Lumi, or we could steal 2 orbs with Benimaru, and we could do a number of things. This whole team was about orb not being your own. All right, we'll make this work. It's a 3-3 spread, but we've got 4 greens. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll send these. Millum has type disadvantage right now, so it's not super great that she's here. But oh well. Hopefully next hand we can get something interesting. All right, Albus is stunned. Okay, bit of a conundrum there. Let's go ahead and yoink the orbs with Benimaru for Millum. Yoink. And then... Can't do anything else. Okay, so we're just going to send these... Actually, we'll bring SOUEI in for Benimaru. Yeah, and then we'll send these. And we almost have his ult, but we have a Hakuro, which is good. I think someone else is going to be stunned here afterwards. I mean, we're doing decent damage. Okay, so SOUEI is stunned. That's not great. We can still get Gauge for him, though, if we send 6. Or... Okay. Or not. Can we give away Albus to Lumi? Nope. This team, I swear to God. Alright, let's just get some Gauge for him. We'll bring Benimaru back in for Lumi, that way we could steal orbs next turn. And we'll just do this. This gets his ult. Okay, cool beans. Albus is stunned again. Excellent. And now SOUEI can get out of here. SOUEI, can you give away orbs to Benimaru? You can. Ooh, look at that shit. Okay, so let's get Lumi in for Benimaru, and we'll get SOUEI out for Milim. And that was a mistake. Okay, well, we're going to do this anyways, because we kind of have to. God, what a terrible run. What a terrible team. Alright, Hakro, do your slashy thing. World Cutter. Although it doesn't look like the world, it just looks like some bamboo. Okay, so that's that. We can at least get Lumi's ult here, which is the more important thing, right? It's just that we need another gauge of Hakro, that way we can use a few of the different skills. Alright, oh, we missed the stun on Lumi. Interesting. Well, I mean, do we actually need that? How many points do we need? 1, 2... Well, we don't actually need all that. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Does Albus have an orb? She does have an orb. Alright, Albus, you get the fuck out of here. Okay, so alt buff, and then we will magic debuff one of them. Perfect, and then magic buff. And then we will use the guaranteed crit for all Earth allies and lower everybody's crit resistance. So Lumi will now get the crit as well. SOUEI. Alright. Let's see if he can redeem himself. So now both of them have guaranteed crits. Everybody has crit resistance down. One of them has magic resistance down, which only matters for Lumi. And we have ult damage. So we'll send Lumi's ult against SOUEI because he has the debuff. And then we'll send SOUEI against Benimaru. And then we'll send these two follow-ups. And can we actually kill? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The ult that should be an AoE, but it's not. Can you kill? They don't have that much HP to begin with. Come on. Wow, that's disappointing. That's extra disappointing. And you guarded and you lived. Huh. We'll come back when we have a good Hakro hand. Okay, we are back now. We've actually had, enough to use a Hakro, so we've got everything. We've got a full hand of oranges, plus the orange buff from Benimaru is used. We've got the magic and the magic debuff. We've got the guaranteed crits. We've got the ult buff. And now I think we should be in a much better position. Plus we have an AoE ult with Milim, which doesn't really matter, but it's damage. So we'll send that first. We'll send Lumi against Benimaru since he has the magic debuff. And then we'll send SOUEI over here. And then hopefully these follow-up orbs are enough to actually take this stage out. So Milim's not going to do really anything. Yeah, 7,000 damage. Whoop-de-doo. Lumi, 111. Okay, that's better. And then 59k, which is not better. But then the follow-ups... Does she have enough? She does not have enough, because SOUEI just did not do that much damage. Okay, and Milim's dead. He does have extra defense, though, which probably contributed to why SOUEI didn't do as much damage as he probably should have. But now we have another ult, and we can use these skills again. And now... because Lumi has the magic buff and crit, she just does more damage overall, and this will just kill. So yeah, oh, we pierced there too, 64k. But we didn't have the ult buff. So, oh yeah, SOUEI, he's really contributed a lot to both teams that he's on. He's really impressed me. Okay, I'm not going to subject myself to any further embarrassment by using this character. He's not good. He never was good, and the skill fusion doesn't make him any better. If we had access to maybe the Determination to Prosper beatdown battle, maybe he could be okay there, because it is a crit-focused team, but it's a magic team, and he is physical, and I'm not really sure how effective his orb giveaway will be on that team. He doesn't really fit anywhere. He's never fit any team, in any place, in any way, shape, or form. And the fact that they gave him all Earth allies crit rate, like, oh, yeah, thumbs up, congratulations, no one gives a shit, because Earth is still the most underused element in the game. And then crit resistance down 30%, like, this is This is what the hero does on her crit skill, and she gives it to everybody. And yeah, she's 55 points versus 15, but she gives everybody crit, and she's 30%, and you know, she's got the rewind skill instead of the stupid orb giveaway. So, sorry, Earth SOUEI, you're still trash. Let me know what you guys think, but that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.